Hello everybody, my name is Lord Strider and welcome back to another board game time. That's right, I'm calling it like this and I will keep calling it like this till someone calls out on me. As anyway, I am Lord Strider and this is Griffin. You already know him for our last board game video, which I gotta say that actually did surprisingly well actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a lot of views on it. But nevertheless though, also, I want to give y'all a bit of a heads up. I may be doing a lot of these board game videos because I'm having problems with OBS Studios at the moment because I am getting gameplay but not audio. And it is driving me insane. So that's why I've not been uploading lately because of these particular problems. That plus, my job is really getting hard on me due to the fact that I found that I'm actually full-time actually.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, I do get paid more because we sell the most products, basically, from what I understand so far. But nevertheless, so the game we are playing today is called Doomlings, which I got this game a long time ago.
There's a QR code if y'all want it.
Ah, yes. The QR code actually is a link to their website, which you can be able to purchase not only the game itself, but also some of their DLCs, which I was hoping the DLCs would be in stores where I got this, but sadly no luck. So, but nevertheless though, if I do end up getting a DLC, who knows? We may do a part 2 of this particular game.
Yeah?
With more friends, probably. Just depends on what happens. But nevertheless though, so we are off and we are going to be playing this game. Nevertheless, let us hope that we do good. So, also, the website also has an easy calculator for this particular game because you have to calculate points, and sometimes that could be a bit tricky if you don't know what you're doing.
Also, sorry about me hacking and coughing during his dialogue. I'm kind of getting over what we call a cold.
Oh yes, the common cold. Ooh, the plague.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, except for the plague, they didn't have nothing to cure the people with the plague, and
I got a shot in my ass.
at least you did better than me.
Yeah.
All I had to do was take a bunch of pills.
That's what I'm doing right now. It's not fun.
Especially if you gotta take Dayquil and NyQuil. Yeah.
Dayquil and NyQuil mixed with a spicy vape makes you feel like great. Yeah.
No, for me, when I have to take it, it just tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And I apologize if I said a bad word. I mean, I'm trying not to curse, but at the exact same time.
It's a little bit of profanity. I'm sure y'all said and heard
Worse.
or called people worse.
But anyway, so now that we're playing Doomlings, you get to go first since I'm the one that was able to deal out the cards just a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
I'm gonna revitalize.
Also, we did go over the rules just a little bit. I mean, y'all gonna understand this as we play along, but we do have a small version of the rules in card form.
So this is just a normal age. We'll let y'all know what happens when we get to a catastrophe.
Players cannot play red traits. That kind of sucks.
It's alright. It's fine.
Okay. Confusion. And you might ask yourself, why does this trait exist?
Why does it exist, Evan?
I don't know. Well, you got -2, by the way.
No, you have -2, my good sir.
Wait. It goes to me?
Yes. Give an opponent 1 card from your hand, my boy.
Ah, you played that one.
Yes.
Well. Well, luckily I don't really have to.
You don't have to play it.
Okay.
You just now have -2.
Well, at least it doesn't affect my gene pool, so I'm good.
No. Oh. We also have to stabilize.
Well, of course, because we have to have 5 cards in hand.
I have 4.
Well, yeah, because you gave me 1 when you played 1.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Also, show the card, by the way.
Oh, this is dotting. It says give opponent 1 card from your hand.
And the little thing that says underneath it says, okay, these are the last of the cookies. Unless you want more, I'll make more.
I mean, I do know how to bake some cookies.
I don't doubt that for a moment. Okay, now it is my turn. Let's see, what do I want to do? I can't play any red cards because of the Eclipse card, which it's not too bad for me because I only got 1 red, so... But nevertheless, what I am going to do is that I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to be appealing.
No.
Aren't you glad? Okay, I got to stabilize, and now I believe it is the next stage, right?
Yes. Oh boy.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Oh boy.
It's funny how I sort of predicted this just a bit. So I guess this also affects me as well.
Yes.
Yeah, nuts.
Oh,
nuts.
We have a catastrophe. It's called a pulse event. You lose 1 to your gene pool, which is this little cool call right here.
Yeah, we've started out with 5 in the gene pool. Now we have 4.
It says discard 1 card from your hand for every purple trait in your trait pile. Excuse me.
Gotta be kidding me.
In your trait pile.
Oh.
Not your trait hand.
Okay.
Your trait pile.
I'm good. We did not play no purple, so we are good.
Yeah,
Well, I believe it's your go.
Can't you only play, what, 3 of the stars?
I think, hold on. I think the stars are... the dominant trait are the gold stars in the top corner. You cannot remove them from your trait pile. You can only play 2.
Ah, okay.
Good thing we got the little card that tells us the rules and what to do.
Okay.
Otherwise, we would have been stupid.
I don't really have anything nice to play, like, towards you, unfortunately.
Ah, crap.
So, I'm just gonna play that. Bark. Wolf. Yummy.
That is actually kind of funny, though. If I remember correctly, you got 4 points, and I've got 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we are doing points is because
And
the
I'm stabilized already.
Cool. Is that at the bottom of the card, there's a little number that tells us how many points we got so far in the gene pool. I've got 3, and he's got 4.
And your gene pool determines how many cards you have in your hand.
Well, of course. Thanks, Catastrophe. You really screwed us over.
That probably shouldn't be in frame.
Yeah. But...
Y'all sell nothing. This is not...
Are you trying to do the Jedi mind trick?
This is not the vape you're looking for. See, that was a Force Ghost.
I don't think you're gonna get in trouble vaping on a video. I don't think so.
Fair enough. But just to be on the safe side,
Yeah.
it's a Force Ghost.
Yeah. But anyway.
Anakin has left my body. Anakin is no more. I killed him.
Oh boy. Sometimes I just wonder. Okay, for me, what I'm gonna do is that... let's just say I'm going to be prepared, and I'm going to... first I'm going to play Gills.
No.
Gills, I need a breath of fresh water. Just imagine me just having gills out of nowhere. Be like, what was that mutant's name from X-Men First Class? The one that he can survive anything because his body kind of adapts.
Diamonds?
No. That's what's her name? Emma Frost, I think.
Oh yeah, that's the.
I was talking about the guy that no matter what happens, his body can adapt to anything. Like he even demonstrated by sticking his head in the fish bowl. The next thing you know, he's got gills.
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember his name either. And it's been a long time since I've even seen that movie. And what I'll also do is that I will also.
Hey, did you know Spider-Man made an appearance in X-Men?
Oh, really? You did?
Yeah, and the special features in X-Men.
Wait, which one?
One of the old ones, whenever like Wolverine was first introduced on screen.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah. You go look at the bloopers. He was like, "I'm so sorry, this is the wrong movie," and then he runs out. He runs back out the door.
Oh. I'm guessing this must have been what, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but they actually had somebody dress up in his costume and run through the door of the set. And it was like,
oh,
I am in the wrong movie. I'm gonna head out.
I can see them making some type of practical joke on set on that and just have it as a blooper. I can see that.
It's pretty funny.
You know, it was actually funny. I actually remember this one little scene from that movie. It's where when they were going inside that, I think it was the museum. I think at the Statue of Liberty, I believe.
Yeah.
And Wolverine, he set off those metal detectors, and he stabbed it with his claw, and then Cyclops just said, "Really?" And then he was pointing one claw at Cyclops. Believe it or not, he was actually flipping him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was the metal claw that he showed.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why Cyclops said "really" is because he could have used one claw, but he used all three.
You know, it's funny how Wolverine had control over every single one of his claws in those movies, but in the movies that were made after, he didn't.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it kind of makes sense depending on that he was getting older, and so he can't really like control his powers, you know.
That makes sense, but like if you think about it, the one in Tokyo happened like right before those events. So why wouldn't he been able to control them in the movies after X-Men?
I have no idea. I don't know. Then again, the X-Men timeline can be confusing after the whole thing with Days of Future's Past.
Yeah, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, which actually I found out that someone actually did create a X-Men timeline.
Yeah.
And they found out how Deadpool is actually related into the timeline, actually. Because Deadpool, his part of the timeline does come in until after the events of Days of Future's Past, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Because of the whole time split, you know? Because you got Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, and then you have Logan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you got Deadpool Wolverine, which, by the way, if you have not seen Deadpool Wolverine, spoilers.
Go watch it. I've seen it.
Same. There's actually one movie I have not seen yet, and I want to see that actually came out not that long ago, actually. Sonic 3.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, like, I have friends on Discord who actually went and see the movie on opening day. But I couldn't go because I was working that day.
Yeah.
Because it was a Friday and truck day.
I know it's probably not in theaters anymore, but I want to go see Gladiator 2.
It actually could be in theaters. You never know.
Yeah, because, I mean, it is available to buy or rent on Prime Video right now. So it's probably still in theaters.
Yeah, but nevertheless, okay, because I play Gills, I'm also going to play...
You know Wicked is out on DVD already.
I heard
Gladiator 2 is out on DVD already.
I hear they're making the second part of Wicked, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't go see Wicked.
Neither have I.
I didn't see all the hype behind the Wizard of Oz remake in the point of view of the witches.
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, they actually... I know when they did the Wizard of Oz, they did Oz the Great and Powerful, right? Mm-hmm. That's actually a prequel to the Wizard of Oz. Because it tells the story of how the Wizard of Oz actually came to be.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. And it also explains how the Wicked Witch actually was created. Because she wasn't always wicked like she was in the original film.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is Wicked Witch lore. Okay.
Yeah. And it also tells the story of how the Good Witch actually did fall in love with the Wizard of Oz, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to look into it.
Yeah, I've seen all the Great and Powerful, and it's actually mind you, you know. But I'm also gonna play my dominant trait since I can only play 2 of these. I have to be extra careful. But my dominant trait, until World's End, I can draw 1 card at the start of each of your turns. Right now, I've got 4 cards, so I am stable.
Is it the new age?
Yep, it is the new age.
New age. High tides.
Oh.
If you play an effectless trait, you may play another effectless trait.
Ooh. That is good.
I don't have any effectless traits.
Oh no! So right now I've got my points so far. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. Oh,
I'm gonna play this.
I'm gonna put this right here.
It says hot temper. There's cheese on my cheeseburger. It's something to be mad about, I guess. You discard.
Sounds like a Karen issue.
From my hand. I can't remember where we put the discards at.
I'm pretty sure we probably put them right here next to the draw power, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, no, those have no use to me.
Well, yeah.
That's the wrong thing. I need 3 of these.
To stabilize.
Yeah, honestly. I have 6 points. You have a lot more than me now.
I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 points.
You have 2 more than me.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I will play... Okay, I don't... Oh, man, I do not got good cards. Thanks a lot. Catastrophe screwed me over.
You don't have to play an effectless card.
Well, the thing is that I don't have any good cards right now.
Oh.
I will play this one, Telekinesis. The ability to turn on the TV from when you can't find the remote. I have to do the action, which is swap one of your trait pile with an opponent's trait of a different color.
So one of these to one of these.
Yep, so what I will do is that if I switch out getting that one, do I still use the effect of that one?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is that I will give you the appealing. I'll switch it out for dotting. I also find it easier to put the traits with their own colors. I find it easy. And I can also use its effect. Here you go. I gave him back the confusion card he gave me.
That's okay.
Okay, now I got to stabilize. I'm stabilized. Okay, new age. What we got?
The Messiah. Play this age in reverse.
First player last, and last player first. Oh, that means I get to go first.
Yep. Don't forget you can draw a card at the beginning of your turn.
Oh yes, because of my dominant trait, which comes in handy. Ooh. Ooh, this one's gonna be due.
We only have 1 catastrophe so far.
Yeah. Remember, 3 catastrophes ends the game.
We've had this game last this whole deck, by the way.
Okay, so what will happen is that first I'm going to play Spidey. Don't pet my fish.
Okay.
Unless you want to get poked. Beep, 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 poke. Ah! And then I'm going to play Endurance. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm going to move my cards a little bit so y'all can see that. But anyway, I'll play Endurance. Whenever you discard an Endurance from your trait pile, you can return it to your trait pile.
Okay.
That's confusing, but nevertheless, though, now I got to stabilize. I'm stabilized.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn because of the Messiah. Oh, and speaking of vapes, I'm pretty sure you heard about what happened at the at my old high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's retarded.
kind of stupid if you ask me, though. I mean,
That's dumb as hell.
what's actually the interesting thing about it is that the superintendent, I believe, I saw the story on the news about it, that he was actually there when it happened.
Who?
The superintendent. Yeah. He was actually there when it all went down. And he actually did want to add metal detectors to the school because they couldn't really do the whole check the bag search because that's like, I think it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Invasion of privacy, basically, you know? Because I know sometimes girls may have some type of product that they do not want to be revealed.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that in that way is because I live with a bunch of girls, so I'm kind of not surprised, you know?
Yeah.
But at the exact same time, you know, I try to be very polite and not do anything stupid.
I'm gonna play that.
Bravery, or brave.
Says, my farm's nearby, so if you're thinking about erupting, cock-a-doodle, don't you dare. There's +2 for each dominant trait in your hand. Which means I now have a +6 in my hand.
Ooh. Eventually, you're going to have to play the dominant traits eventually if you want to try to add more power.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm waiting for that one. For at least the second catastrophe.
Ooh. But nevertheless, though, okay. You get to go ahead and do the age card, and then the turn goes back to the way it was.
Age of Wonder.
Ooh.
You must end your turn with 4 cards in your hand.
Ain't that just ironic?
Okay.
And we all know why that's ironic.
This is pollination. Well, you see, Timmy, when a bee... I'm not reading that to y'all. +1 for every card in your trait pile with a face value of 1, including this one. So this is now a 2, and that is now a 2. What was that? 2, 4, 7, 9, 11?
11 points.
What are you at?
I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you are 1 ahead of me. But nevertheless, I get to...
And I have to do this.
Oh, stabilize you. Because we have to actually end the 4 things to the Age of Wonder.
Yep.
Okay, I will automatically draw due to my dominant trait. Since it is my turn. Ooh. This is going to be interesting.
And whatever you play, you're going to end your turn with 4 cards in your hand.
Regardless, unless I end up stabilizing.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do... Ooh. I just realized I have a trump card.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do... is that I am going to play Swarm. We're here for the new phone. Value is equal to the number of swarm traits in all the trait piles, including this one. So this is just a 1.
Okay.
And I will actually end my turn right now because I don't have to stabilize because I am already stabilized. And thanks to Age of Wonder. Okay, time to draw the next age card.
Oh boy!
You got to be kidding me.
AI takeover. So -1 to the gene pool. Discard all but 1 card from your hand. See, now I'm going to go ahead and play this. I can ignore that. However, I can't ignore the 4 horsemen. So, the next catastrophe that happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still have to. Does that mean that your gene pool is probably still 4?
Yes.
You son of a...
I can also play this.
Well, I have to discard.
Now does that.
You gotta be kidding. You are just something.
That's the wrong... Okay, look. I'm gonna put that right there. I really hope I didn't mess the game.
I don't think you did.
Oh. Hey, your swarm just went up to 1.
Ooh. Nice.
I mean, 2.
Nice. Anyway, but nevertheless, though, now that it's my turn, I have to just call all but 1 card because... Thanks a lot, you AI takeover. So, my gene pool is at 3. I will discard selected memory, retractable claws, and fortune, because I do not want to get rid of my trump card. Nice. Which, there's not much but I can also still draw because of my dominant card. Ooh. I really don't want to play this, but at the exact same time, I still want to save my trump card. Do I really have to play a trade or?
I have 17 right now. If I play my card that I want to play, I will have 16 plus 16.
Yeah. Anyway, do I really have to play a trade card, or can I go ahead and stabilize?
You can stabilize. You don't have to play.
Yeah, I'm going to stabilize because I do not want to use these cards just yet. Okay, I'm stabilized for now.
Glacial Drift. You may only play traits with a face value, dang it,
of 3 or lower.
Ah!
Hey!
Well, there goes my plan to rack up points.
Get him!
I can still do that. It's 2.
Remember to stabilize. Stabilize! For some reason, I almost sound like well, I can't remember the name of the song, but it has like a... But the lyrics sound like this. Stay alive, stay alive.
Staying alive.
Ooh, 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 stay alive.
Staying alive. By Beach Geese.
Oh, I forgot you're the music expert. Okay, since it's my turn, I get to draw because of my dominant trait. Ooh. I am not playing this card because I do not want to swap my hand.
Please don't. I quite like my hand.
But I will play my trait nosy. What you holding? This I can look at 2 random cards from my opponent's hand, steal 1, and immediately play it. So I am going to pick 2 random cards. Stop shuffling when you can. Ooh! Ooh! I can see why. Also, what's the language?
Quack!
Ooh.
Listen, hey, it's okay, because if you decide to play that, that's your second one, and then you can't play no more.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna play that one, actually. I'm gonna do the Swarm one.
Okay.
I'm not that stupid. I know what that card does. So I'm not that stupid.
Do I draw a card now?
Anyway, I'm already stabilized. Also, this is now a 2.
Do I draw a card now, or do I just wait till the next turn?
I think you wait till your next turn.
Okay.
So I'm stabilized right now, so go ahead. What do we got in its pockets?
It got Age of Peace in its pockets. Ignore all trade actions.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh yeah. Bet. Boom. That's plus 17 on my stuff.
You just realized that now you can't play any more dominant traits,
I'm
right?
fine with that because now all I gotta do is rack up points.
Well, I will draw because of my dominant traits.
Hey, sir. I have to stabilize.
Oh. Oops.
Okay.
Anyway, but nevertheless, though.
I gotta figure out how to get rid of confusion without playing it.
Since of Age of Peace, I can go ahead and play this without having to worry about its effect, which is flight. That is, with flight, the sun is no match for my waxy wings.
Okay. We all remember what happened with Icarus.
Well, of course, his wings were very useless.
Mm-hmm. They were also made of wax.
Believe it or not, that's actually an artifact in Warehouse 13, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was actually introduced when the warehouse workers actually found Warehouse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were able to locate it when trying to get out of the Warehouse 2 when it was being buried in sand. Which I am surprised that I remember that, actually. It's been years since I've... Well, it's not been years, actually. I was trying to watch Season 1, but then I got distracted when I ordered the Golden Compass off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Because the copy I've gotten from Second and Charles, it didn't work half the way.
Dang.
Yeah, which, I mean, $6 though, not a complete waste. And if I can ever figure out how to get it fixed, hey, I got 2 copies. But nevertheless, I really wanted to watch the Golden Compass because I wanted to see the ending of it. Because like I said, a long time ago, I watched it, but I never finished it, and it has been years since I've seen it. So I was like, you know, when I saw the opportunity, hell, I took it.
Yeah.
But I also am going to play Deep Roots. I discussed the weather with my neighbor. This is now my forever home.
No.
Yes, now I have to stabilize. 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 Whoa. This is something, alright.
It's time for a new age, y'all. Arid lands is in its pockets. Players cannot play blue traits.
That's okay with me.
That's fine with me. I don't have any.
I got one. But it's my trump card, so I'm not going to use it.
I'm going to play Fire Skin.
Watch out! We need a fire extinguisher.
Wait.
Oh boy. Late.
Sorry, there was a fire and traffic and the line for coffee was really long. Me whenever I go to get a tattoo.
Wait, which tattoo place do you go to?
I go to Blue Lotus in Lufkin.
Oh, I got mine at Tillman's in Viter.
Nice.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of Viter.
Bad things.
Yeah.
Damn.
It says you may play late from your hand after you stabilize, which means
from your hand after you stabilized.
I can do that.
Oh.
And now I can do that again.
Okay. I get to draw because of my dominant trait. Oh.
Dang.
Oh. You know what? I'm risking it. I'll play my second dominant trait, heroic.
Nice.
Deep down under all this muscle, I'm just a super honorable and courageous. To play, you must have 3 or more green traits in your trait pile. Since I've got 2 swarms and deep roots, I can play heroic.
Nice.
That's a +7 for me, boy.
Nice.
And I'm already stabilized.
Oh, hey, guess what?
Don't tell me.
It's the end of the world.
Oh, yes.
The Ice Age.
Oh, no, that's the third.
World's End. -1 for every red trait in your pile.
Oh, crap.
See, yours just cancels out.
Oh.
That means this is a 2. That's a 1. And that's also a 1.
And this is technically a 0, so I really... Should I go ahead and just put this in discard pile since it's...
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 0 anyway, so... Okay. Because now that we have activated the third and final catastrophe, what we are going to have to do is that... Time to do the calculations. I hope I can still have this recording. Okay, yep. Okay. First, enter the World's End's points. That would be points that, let's see, I don't have any of the World End symbols. Do you have any of those symbols?
That one.
I said the World End symbol. That would be the, the funny looking 7.
No, I don't have any.
Okay, so we can skip that part of the step in the calculator. Okay, step 2 is to enter your face value points totals, ignoring the plus symbol for now. So 2,
20, 21,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
28, 29,
11,
30,
12,
32, 33,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I've got 21. How many do you got?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 41.
41?
Yeah.
And you remember to minus one of each of your fire ones, right?
That one canceled out.
Oh.
Because of that one,
Yeah, because of the one thing.
Yeah.
Because that canceled out, might as well go ahead and take the discard pile, since it canceled itself out.
Yeah.
Okay. But 41. So next we go. And step 3 is enter your bonus points. That would be the life symbols.
Oh, does that include in your hand?
I don't think it would include the hand. I don't think.
Okay.
I think it has to be in trait. Luckily, I've got 2 of them because Swarm has 2 life symbols on them.
Oh no, this didn't cancel out.
Oh, it didn't?
I'm sorry.
How come that didn't cancel out?
This one canceled out. The -1 for each trait in your trait pile because of that one.
Yeah, because of
No, this is still that.
No, Ice Age.
Oh, that's in your hand. Never mind. So that becomes a 1. So I'm at 40 now.
40.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I have to literally go back to 40. Okay. Now, again, enter your bonus points. That would be the life symbols. I've got 2 of them. The value is equal to the number of swarms in your trait pile. This, I've got 2. Okay. So you've got 3.
Yes.
Okay. And the winner is you.
Oh.
With 43 points.
43 points?
Yeah, with 43 points. Which is not bad, actually.
No, it's really not.
Okay. So, that has been Doomlings, and that was a really good game. You know, that wasn't really that long. I don't think. I
No,
think
it wasn't.
I think that was like I think it was 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes. You know, because believe it or not, our last the very first board game video that ended up being like over 2 hours long.
Did it really?
Yeah, and the reason why is because, well, the GoPro that I'm currently using, and this is me addressed to all of y'all, the GoPro that I'm currently using had it to where it divided into 3 videos because it automatically stopped itself for some reason. I don't know why it did, but because it automatically stopped itself,
Like it did just then?
yeah, like it did just then, it caused it to where I thought I was going to have to make it into a 3-part episode, right? But then I found out that the files ended up being MP4 and not MKV. So I had to figure out how to convert that, and I also found out that I have a application on my laptop that allows me to combine the MP4 files into one. So instead of having 3 different videos, I ended up making one big video, and it ended up being 2 hours long.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So, so what we can do, we could play Doomlings again, or we could play another card game that we got.
Yeah. That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead. I guess we are going to be doing 2 different card games this board game because, well, 1, why not? And 2, it's about time you learned something that I'm good at, but at the exact same time, suck at.
Okay.
And do you know what that one is?
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ah.
So, what we are going to do is that while I am getting these cards taken care of, because I have a certain way of putting them in the box, Mr. Griffin will be going to collect the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, which is on the 3rd shelf over there. Separate this card so I know that it is. Also, in case y'all were wondering, the 2 cards that we have not used for the age cards, get this, is Awakening and the catastrophe card called Grey Goo.
Grey Goo.
Yeah. So.
Do I bring the mat too?
Well, yeah, because we're kind of gonna need the mats. Just so it can help you figure out where it is. Now, these mats are kind of old-fashioned, so they're not like the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel mats that you might see in tournaments. So, I apologize. I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but...
They look sick as shit.
Well, yeah, because that has monsters that were from different eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually.
Oh.
Like, this is from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, you can go ahead. I mean, I know we're kind of recording just a little bit, but you can go ahead.
Will they see me?
Possibly. Maybe not. And in case you're wondering if y'all do see someone in the background, that is my grandmother, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Mama lettuce?
Yes, it's over there.
Oh, you didn't put it in the fridge?
Oh, I did not know I was supposed to put it in the fridge.
This looks like an old playmat.
That is an old play mat. I think I'm trying to remember where I got that mat from. Wait, turn them back. Oh, I remember now. That's when I first got the unique field spell Seal of Oikakos.
Huh.
Yeah, which in the anime that is a deadly spell card. Because the reason why it's a deadly spell card is because, well, let's just say that in the anime, I've never seen that part of the anime before, but I've seen like clips of it. According to what I found out, that's card actually, if you were to lose the duel, you lose your soul.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
I need to come behind you, sir, for a Dr. Pepper.
But nevertheless,
okay with you, Bear?
I'm pretty sure he's okay with it.
Please don't look at me.
And as everyone knows, my videos are not always edited. You know?
Yeah.
Well, the only edited I ever had to do is to combine them, and that was about it. Okay. I am not going to ask what you tried to do. I'm not going to ask.
I am fixing my jacket.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
So anyway, I've got I didn't bring out all my cards because that would be kind of
Not smart.
too much. So currently I have set up currently 3 decks.
Okay.
Well, actually 5 decks.
Okay.
Which deck do you want to try?
I don't know anything about this. I'm used to playing Magic.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
I'll go with 3.
3. Okay. You have, let me, something's not, wait, sorry, I'm trying to double check to make sure, because I think some of these cards got mixed up. Yeah, some of these cards did get mixed up. And do you know how I could tell? Sleeves. Yeah, I set this up to making sure that some of the cards don't really... Yeah, I got it. Okay, you are going to be working with the legendary Yugioh deck.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, since we're kind of best friends, you know, I'll go ahead and play with Jolly Wheeler's deck.
Okay.
Because in the anime, they are literally best friends.
Okay.
So, what I'm also going to do, I also do have the rule book saved in my Samsung Notes, actually, because I downloaded it a long time ago as a little bit of a reminder of the official rules. So, I've also got a little refresher. Also, the reason why I know... also know that these are extra deck cards because I like to keep the extra deck separated by using different card sleeves.
Ah.
So your card sleeves may be white, but I know these are for the extra deck.
Okay.
My extra deck goes here. I don't know if that one does have an extra deck. Also, make sure you take out the token card, by the way. Yep, that is a token card. That will come into play if you have particular cards that will require you to have tokens.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I separate everything out on here?
No. Actually, what you do is that first you want to shuffle your deck to make sure that your cards are good and shuffled. And what we can also do is that we'll do...
Hey, that's tattoo worthy right there. Oh no, you think I'm playing? Hold on.
You're actually going to take a picture of that particular card?
Mm-hmm. If I see something cool as shit and I like it, and
You want a tattoo of it?
it looks like a tattoo-worthy tattoo, yeah.
Which card was it, though? Oh, that one, yes. But nevertheless, though, so after everything gets shuffled, it goes into your deck zone.
Do the cards have to be matching colors, or does it matter?
Okay, so if it's not matching color, it probably means that you may have some extra deck cards. Extra deck cards are basically are known as the Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and Link.
Got purple, brown, and blue.
Okay, so the purple ones are fusion cards.
And
wait,
this one.
Oh no. I'm talking about cards like these. If it looks like it's like a red maroon color, that's not a yeah, that's a trap.
Oh.
And the light blues, those are spells.
Oh, what about these?
That's a monster.
Okay.
Yeah. I was talking about if you have like cards that are like purple like this. This is fusion monsters.
I don't think I have any of those.
I don't think I had anything set up for Yugi's deck for fusion. I don't think I did a long time ago, but then I kind of took it out. You know?
Yeah, I don't have any fusion cards.
Yeah.
I have this. This one's a little bit darker than the other one.
It's a monster card still. Again.
Is this a monster card too?
Yes, that's a monster card too.
Yeah, I don't have any fusion cards.
Like I said, I've still got the rules. So on my phone, I mean, I know we're just gonna be winging this one for you, you know.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, though, okay. So I'm also gonna be switching back and forth from the rules to the camera thing, so I can see how much
Run time we've got.
Yeah. Okay, so to explain, so according to this, it also tells you what the battle map will look like. Okay, so these zones right here are your monster zones.
Okay.
These are where you can place your monsters. While this is your spell zone. This is where you can set your spells, traps, or pendulum monsters.
Okay.
Pendulum monsters are basically half monster, half spells, basically.
Okay.
And the unique thing about pendulum monsters is that you can special summon monsters in between the certain levels, depending on which pendulum you use. Actually, believe it or not, my first two decks actually do have pendulum monsters in them. So I can show you what I mean. This is a pendulum monster.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a scale 1 monster. And if I were to set it up with a different scale monster like this one, I can special summon monsters between the levels of those two scales. That means one is a scale 1 and one is a scale 4. I can special summon monsters between levels 2 and 3.
Okay.
But I don't think, as far as I know, the classic Yu-Gi-Oh decks, which are these decks, don't have any. I mean, these decks don't have any of the of pendulum monsters.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about the setting the pendulum scale and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
Okay, 2, 3. Okay, so number 3 is your graveyard. That will be this card right here. Basically, if a monster gets destroyed, it gets sent to the graveyard. If you use a spell and trap, after when the spell and trap is done, it gets sent to the graveyard.
Okay.
And then you got your deck slot, which is this right here. This is where all your cards will go.
Okay.
While you have your extra number 5. Okay, so number 5 is your field spell zone. That would be this zone right here. If you got like a special card that's a field spell, it goes right here.
Okay.
And a field spell basically is like a unique field that may have some good helpful tips. Like I know that Cedric Kaiva's deck has, I believe, has a field spell, the Mausoleum of White, which comes in handy because his is based around the Blue Eyes White Dragon, basically.
Ah.
Which, believe it or not, in the anime, there was actually 4 Blue Eyes White Dragon, actually, and he has 3 of them. Yeah, and the 4th one he took from Yugi's grandfather, and he ripped it in half.
Dang.
Yeah, he was a jerk in the earlier anime. He was a jerk. Okay? I know this is gonna be kind of boring to y'all, but hey, it's content, so deal with it. Okay, so 5, 6... 6 is the extra deck zone. This is where the extra deck monsters will go. That'd be this zone right here. Monsters like Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Link, they will go in the extra deck zone. Yugi doesn't have any as far as I know, but Joey does. He has 2 Fusions and an Xyz.
Okay.
And again, we will get into...
Let me see that.
We will get into what an Xyz summon does and everything. Because, again, we are going to try to learn as we play along, basically. And I know this is like all of a sudden, 2 board games in one video. But, I was thinking, why not? Because he has never played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I kind of figured that this is something that may be new to him that, who knows? Maybe he may want to try to get into it, Another worthy tattoo?
This one's better than the last one. Focus.
I will say it's gonna be a little bit tricky though. If you're gonna try and make him into a tattoo, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because of all the design.
Oh, you think I was gonna put the little words in there? Nah, it's just gonna be a card with scribbles, and it's gonna have the name and stuff. or I'm just gonna look up that card later on and be like, oh yeah, no, that dragon is sick.
But nevertheless, though, okay. So the one thing that my field doesn't have that the official battle mat does is extra monster zones. It's basically an extra zone that would have been in the middle.
Okay.
Basically. But because I don't have official battle mats, I'm working with what I've got. Okay. And these are old battle mats that I have used in the past. So we may not be using the extra monster zones because that's usually if you got like link summoning. But like I said, these decks don't have link summoning as far as I know because I find it more confusing than Betrayal and House, than Betrayal, the deck of Lost Souls. Wow. So I stick with Pendulum because I love Pendulum summoning. I mean, you can summon extra monsters basically. Okay. And the fun fact about Pendulum monsters is that if they get destroyed, they don't go in the graveyard. They go in your extra deck zone face up. Yeah, and can get resummoned onto the battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so now again, the monster cards all have different things on them. That's not a monster card. Like this is the monster card. So basically, the monster card will have the monster's name on it, which would be, for this one, it is Gear-Free the Iron Knight. I'm also going through a little bit of the rules a little bit. Number 2 is the level. The little stars are the levels. So basically, the way how you will summon a monster is if it's a level 1 or 4, like between levels 1 and 4, you can automatically normal summon it. If it's a 5 or 6, you have to do a tribute summon. Tribute one monster to summon anything that's a 5 or 6. 7 or higher, you have to do 2 tributes. Like the Blue Eyes White Dragon in Kaiba's deck, you have to have 2 tributes to summon the Blue Eyes. The exception is the Egyptian gods. You have to have 3 of them. 3 tributes to summon an Egyptian god. I know Yugi's deck has all 3 Egyptian god cards.
Okay.
Even though that his deck was known as the Exodia deck. He has all 3 Egyptian god cards, basically. I know Joey, he never had any Egyptian god cards, and Kaiba, he actually did have one, which was Obelisk, because he had that when they did the Battle City tournament in the original anime. So I kind of figured, and because I had extra copies, because a long time ago I actually did try to collect all 3 Egyptian god cards, long time ago, but I have never succeeded because I ended up getting multiple copies of Obelisk and Cypher, but never Raw. He was the one card I've never get a chance to grab. But I was able to actually grab him at, you remember Sundance?
Mm-hmm.
He actually did sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was with my friends one day, and I actually was able to actually get the Ring Dragon Raw before he ever shut his business down. So I was like, score. And then months later, I ended up getting this 3 deck that had all 3 Egyptian god cards in Yugi's deck. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But nevertheless, though. Okay. So, now, the thing about it is that XC's monsters don't have levels. They have what's called rank. This is a rank 7.
Okay.
And to do that, you have to overlay 2 or more of the same level monsters to summon it. It will have a little bit of a description on how to summon it. Number 3 is the tributes. or the attributes, that is the little symbol in the top corner. This is an earth attribute. And there are 6 attributes. There is darkness, earth, fire, light, water, and wind. There is actually an extra one that they don't include, and it is divine. Like the Egyptian god cards, they are divine as well. And then you got your type, which monsters can be divided into various types. Some monsters have special abilities that have additional information on them too about their type. Like Griffin, he is a warrior / effect monster. And again, every monster is completely different, because you may got some that's like a plant monster, or some that is a machine monster. So, okay, then you got the card number, which is this little tiny little information right here. I don't know why they included it in the manual, but they did.
Okay.
I'm guessing it will probably tell you if the card is a legit Yu-Gi-Oh card or if it's a knockoff. Because people have made knockoff cards in the past.
Okay.
And I know this because I may have some knockoff cards.
Yeah.
Which I don't have in my official collection. Because they either got lost or they probably got lost.
Yeah.
Okay, then number 6 is the attack points and defense points. The very bottom right here is the attack and defense. Griffin has 1800 attack and has 1600 defense.
Dang.
Yeah. Which would come in handy because, again, as we go through the game, I'll explain more of the rules. I'm just going through the basics of what the monster cards are. And we'll do the same with the spells and traps, everything else. And number 7 is the card description. Basically, this text right here tells you what the card is and what it will do.
Okay.
Now, again, some of the monster cards may be just normal monsters that may not have any effects, and some of them may be effect monsters. Like, this is technically an effect monster right here. A normal monster would be probably, if I can... my luck. This is just a normal monster. Has no effects. Just a plain ordinary monster. And I will probably be reshuffling this deck so I can make sure that everything's all shuffled. Now, some of them may have continuous effects that may come in handy. For example, monsters with 200 or less attack cannot declare an attack. That's just an example of a continuous monster effect. Now, there are some that are ignites effects. Like example that they give is that you contribute this card, then target one monster on the field and destroy that target, basically. Then you got quick effects. Example that they've given us right here is when an effect is activated, quick effect, you can target one card in your graveyard and special summon it. They also have triggering effects and flip effects. Flip effects are basically like if you put it face down like this and you flip it over, you can activate the effect, basically.
Okay.
And I know I used a spell card to demonstrate that, but I was like, it was the only card that I just picked up. Now, again, it does tell us how to do link summoning, but like I said, I've never done a lot of link summoning, so I don't know much about it, so I ain't going to go over that part. But again, it also goes through pendulum summoning. Again, these decks don't have any, so we're not going to worry about that. XC summoning, like I said before, XC summoning is basically if you have 2 or more cards at the same level, you can XC's a monster. Like Red Eyes, Flare, Metal Dragon requires 2 level 7 monsters to summon onto the field. And there are like special spell cards like that are basically rank up magic, basically that can change the rank of a monster. Like if you got a rank 4 and you use rank up magic, you can turn it into a rank 5. I know the main card that started it all was number 39, Utopia. That was the main. Yeah, that was the main card that started it off because XC Summon was actually introduced when they introduced the anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Like when they introduced a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, they would introduce a new method of summoning. Like I believe that when they introduced Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so like I was saying before, so yeah, so when they introduced Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, they introduced the XC summoning method. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think 5D, they introduced the synchro method. Because I know GX, they did do they did introduce fusion, but fusion was already introduced in Yu-Gi-Oh! In the original anime series. Because there were some cards that you had to fusion summon. But I think they like really go into more detail of the fusion method in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. No, not Arc 5. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Arc 5 is when they introduced the pendulum method, and then Versus is when they introduced the link method.
Okay.
And then there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush, which introduced a new form of the game that's known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, which is a smaller version of the game, but it's supposed to be really fast. But I can never get into that one because I don't know much about that one, so.
Okay.
But, again, we're not going to worry about Synchro because none of these have Synchros. Again, there's also Fusion, but that's only for this deck as far as I know. And Kuiper's deck, I believe. And then there's also Ritual Monsters, which can only be summoned if you use a particular spell card, which is a Ritual spell card. But I don't think any of these decks use Ritual cards, so we're not going to worry too much about it. Again, it also tells you how to summon a monster. You can normal summon it. Here. Oh, this is actually a good one. Wait a minute. For some reason, I had 2 cards stuck. So, to normal summon is basically when you summon a monster like this. I know this is a level 7 monster, but again, you can only normal summon monsters between levels 1 through 4. You can normal set it normal set from face down defense, basically like this. This is a normal set.
Okay.
So, and then of course the tributes, you know, levels 5 or 6, 1 tribute, 7 or higher, 2 tributes, Egyptian guard cards, 3 tributes. Then you got your flip summons, you got your special summons, and you get your special summons with card effects. Again, we're going to probably be going over this a little bit extra as we go along. Then you got your spells and trap cards. Those will be the blue maroon and the what look like violet red cards. Like this is a spell card. Spell cards, they have like these little symbols. This one doesn't, obviously, but the symbols are, if it's a ritual, it looks like it's a little flame. A continuous spell has the sideways 8. The equipped spell is looks like a little thick plus. That's how I looked at it. The field spell is basically looked like a compass.
Okay.
And then you got your quick play, which looks like the symbol looks like a little thunderbolt. And then for trap cards, you got your normal trap cards, you got your continuous trap cards, and you got your counter trap cards. Counter trap cards are basically cards with an arrow that looks like it's kind of turning.
Okay.
And those could be activated if, like, say, you activate a card that will do damage to me, and I activate a card that will negate that. That's it countering. That could be either a counter trap card or a quick play spell. Okay, so we got to the rules. Okay, so we got to the rules. Oh, I just realized we're good. I'm gonna have to keep switching over because we're gonna need a dueling calculator. I completely almost forgot about that.
I'm probably gonna be showing you
some of the cards, probably.
Some of the cards just to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah, because like I said, he's new to this, so I'm gonna be helping him out mostly. And I know I've got to do
Who's
it.
this guy? Isn't this guy like the main character of
yes,
like, the whole show?
yeah, Yugimoto is the main character. But believe it or not, there's actually 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Yugis, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Yugimoto, who's a very, very small person.
Like me.
And then there is the Pharaoh Yugi, who looks exactly like Yugi that lives in the Millennium Puzzle that he wears around his neck. It was said that in the anime, when Yugi put the puzzle together, he actually was able to get access to the Pharaoh's spirit. And anytime that Yugi duels, the Pharaoh will pop out, and you hear the famous words, Yu-Gi-Oh! the background, and you see him change into from a small person to a very tall person.
Okay.
And you can tell there's a difference, especially that I actually made a theory that in the anime there was actually two people that admire Yugi, but they don't admire the same person. The first person who admired Yugi, her name was Rebecca, and she was the granddaughter of the person who it was actually friends with Yugi's grandfather, because they had like an Egyptian expedition about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because apparently before Yu-Gi-Oh! Became a card game, it was like a game where the pharaohs play these giant ancient stone tablets that have monster pictures on them, and you know they play them. That whoever loses, their soul gets sucked in the dark dimension, all that type of stuff. So the funny, ironic thing was that when Yugi's grandfather and Rebecca's grandfather were exploring one of the tombs, a collapse happened, and they kind of got stuck. And they were running out of time because they were both getting kind of thirsty. So they dueled for the last drink of water. And let's just say that Yugi's grandfather conceded the duel so the Rebecca's grandfather can have the drink. And the ironic thing is that duel actually gets mirrored by the granddaughter, by Rebecca and Yugi himself. Now, because Yugi never used the Pharaoh, he actually dueled Rebecca as himself. And came to understand the friendship that they had, because their friendship is similar to the grandpa's friendship. Now, it was a couple episodes later when Kyber did, I think he did like a dueling a music land, and Yugi battled against a Chinese woman named Vivian. Now, Yugi was the pharaoh when he challenged Vivian, and he won the duel. And Vivian, she was so shocked, she admired Yugi.
Dang.
But she admired the pharaoh and not Yugimoto. So, because there was an episode where Rebecca and Vivian actually dueled each other for Yugi's affection. Not knowing that they were admiring a different person. Because not a lot of people realize that Yugi's not Yugi when he's dueling as the pharaoh. They don't realize that. Which, again, it's kind of funny, but nevertheless. Okay, so I'm getting the duel calculator set up. Yeah. I need to... Eesh. I don't know why this one has to be so confusing now. For some reason, it is not giving me I think this calculator is not giving me what I need.
I really hope Luna isn't chewing up my backpack right now.
I'm sure she's probably taking a nap, probably.
I hope so.
I apologize. I thought I had the right dueling calculator set up, but I did not, because that did not give me a two-player duel. Yeah, I set up the wrong calculator. We're going to be setting my phone in the middle like this.
Okay.
Because these are your life points, that's my life points. So basically the very goal is to try to get your opponent's life points down to 0, basically.
Okay.
That's the overlying goal of the game. Okay, so I'll go ahead and shuffle this. And so make sure you draw 5 cards from the top of your deck. And I'll go first so I can demonstrate a bit of the rules. Again, I will do my best to go easy on you, but I am making no promises.
Fair enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have given me a crappy hand. This is why I hate my shuffling. Again, another reason how I can tell between the extra deck monsters and the normal monsters when it comes to my decks is because I use 2 different card sleeves, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm able to tell the difference, you know, and I don't know if that would be cheating or not, but hey, it's how I roll. So if I ever go to a tournament, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Okay, so I will go first. Now, usually there is the draw phase, main phase 1, no, draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1, battle, main phase 2, end. But since I'm going first, I don't get to do my draw phase. So I don't do the draw phase, I don't do standby phase because I don't really need it. So main phase 1, this is where you can summon a monster, set spells or traps, and so I can't really do much because, like I said, my hand, they have given me a crappy hand, basically. And so what I will do is that I will just set a card face down, and then I will go ahead in my turn. It is your turn. You draw a face.
Just draw one?
Yeah, just draw 1 card, and then you standby phase, then you main phase 1 where you can set spells and traps or summon in monsters. Remember, you can only summon monsters between levels 1 and 4, and not higher monsters unless you can try to do a tribute summon. And that tribute summon may have to like wait until your next turn, you know?
I can summon this?
Yes, you can, because that's level 4.
Right there?
That's a set right there. A normal set means that you set a monster in face down defense.
What if I do it like this?
You cannot do it like that. I don't know why the rules say that you can't. You just can't. You can only do a normal set when you're setting a monster in face down defense.
Okay.
Now, a face up monster, you could be able to summon normally face up.
Oh, so I could summon one like that.
Yeah, something like that. Well, no. Face up like this.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. This is like face down normal set.
Oh, so if I want to do it like, okay, I do it like that.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
Is that all I can do?
You can only do 1 normal summoning per turn unless you have what you can to do special summonings.
Okay.
Because special summons, you can special summon any number of monsters, but a normal summon you have to normal summon once per turn.
Okay.
Now, the reason why there's like 2 main phases is because sometimes people will set cards like spells and traps, but they did not set a monster, and so they may end up summoning a monster after the battle phase. Or set more spells and traps to try to help them combat something.
Okay, I'm gonna set that like that.
Let me check the rules just to make sure, because I could be wrong, but knowing me, I may not be wrong. I don't need to change anything in the rules.
Huh! Yo! That's pretty sick!
It doesn't say, I don't think, draw phase, okay, when this, you can normal summon, set, or change the battle position of a monster, activate a card's effect, and set spells and traps. These actions are done in any order, but some actions have restrictions. So I don't think you can do it like that. I don't believe you can.
So it has to be like this.
Yeah, face up attack position, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Does that mean you lose?
So what will happen next is that, do you enter your battle phase?
I guess.
Okay, so your battle phase, because I've got no monsters on the field, you can go ahead and attack me directly.
Oh.
And I'm not going to activate this card because, well, it's not a quick play card, so I can't really activate it at the moment.
Do I have to attack you directly, or can I skip my battle phase?
You have to attack me.
Oh.
But I only lose 1,600 attack. So you type in 1,600, and then you just scroll that forward towards me. Sometimes I pretend like I'm really feeling the pain. I mean, sometimes I could be a bit of dramatic, okay? And with that being said, that hurts like a son of a gun.
So this goes here now?
Nope, that stays on the battlefield.
Oh.
If it gets destroyed, then it goes to the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so main phase 2 activates. Do you have any like spells or traps you want to try to set up?
What are the conditions of spell cards? So like what do I need?
So
to,
basically for spells, you can set them down, and then if it's like a quick play spell, you can activate it during my turn if it will help. Like say if you have the spell card, I think Raigeki, it's a quick play spell that allows you to destroy all monsters on the field, and you can quickly activate it during my turn, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's mostly that you have to make sure you read the description of the cards to understand when it's time to activate them in a sort of way, you know?
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and trap cards, you have to wait a full turn when you set them before you can activate them.
Okay. No, I'm good.
You good for now?
Yeah.
Okay, so in phase, you basically call out in my turn, basically, and that will signify that would be my turn.
Oh, well, in that case, I end my turn.
Okay, I do my draw phase. Now, a little thing is that you cannot have more than 7 cards in your hand. Like, if you have more than 7, you have to just discard 1 card.
Oh, okay.
It's a little thing that is in the rules for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. Okay. Oh, this card would come in handy. But there is something that I'm going to have to grab. And that is a dice.
Oh, shit.
Actually, not necessarily. I think there's dice on the thing, so we will be okay for now.
Yeah.
But I will go ahead and set this card.
Okay.
Because I can't do much right now. And so, yeah, like I said, I can't do much because I've got a monster, but I can't summon him. Because he's a high level.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and just end my turn. Draw phase. Standby phase. Then main phase 1. Remember, you can set some. Remember, you can set spells and traps and summon monsters.
Oh, I have to have a full set of this guy.
Exodia. Yeah, you have to have.
For that.
So basically what that card is that you have to have all 5 pieces of Exodia in your graveyard.
Oh, in the graveyard.
Yeah, because the spell card's called Contract with Exodia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have all 5 pieces of Exodia in your graveyard to order to summon Exodia Necros.
Ah, okay.
And the reason how I know this, because this was actually in the anime that I remember, because Seto Kaiba in the digital verse actually went up against his adopted father. And his adopted father knew, like I was saying, his the very first duel that Seto Kaiba ever did against Yugi had all 5 pieces of Exodia, which is an automatic win, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that's what it was saying on this one.
Yeah.
It says if you have right leg,
left hand,
right arm, left arm,
and the head
and
here.
in addition to this one, you win the duel.
Exactly. And because Yugi summoned that had all 5 pieces of Exodia, he was able to win the duel with against Kaiba, and Kaiba was like really mad at the exact same time he was pissed. But the ironic thing is that Yugi only had a chance to play Exodia one time against Kaiba, and that was it. Because a couple episodes later, when he was going to Duelist Kingdom, that was set up by Pegasus, Weevil took Exodia and tossed it overboard. So that was like no more Exodia until Battle City tournament happened, and that was set up by Kaiba. And then the card hunters appeared to, duel people for their rare monster cards, like Joey Wheeler's Bright Eyes Black Dragon, Yugi's Dark Magician, and there was this one, he had 3 copies of Exodia, but he also had a way of cheating, because he marked them with a unique invisible ink that allows him to see what the card is. And no one never called him out on it until Yugi won the duel, because he had a particular trap card that came in handy that destroyed all 3 copies' heads of Exodia. Therefore, he couldn't be able to summon Exodia. And because his deck was full of Exodias, he did not have any spells or traps to help defend him against Yugi's deck. So he lost and won the Red Eyes Black Dragon, which he kept because Joey wanted him to keep that card to, remember him by. Even though he was still in the duel, he wanted his friend to remember him by something, And when Yugi was looking at the rare card hunter's deck, he saw what he did to the Exodia cards, and he was like, "You can't be doing this," and ripped all the cards.
Dang.
Eventually, the rare hunter got his soul taken by Marek, or evil Marek, because the Marek that was nice and sweet had control of the Millennium Rod, which was one of the 7 Millennium items that was created in Egypt, along with the Millennium Puzzle that Yugi has. Nevertheless. Okay, so you're going to try to summon another monster?
Oh.
Kind of a weak attack, but nevertheless.
It's okay. Do I just stack pieces of this guy on top of each other?
So basically, for Exodia, if you were to have him in all 5 pieces in your hand, that's when you would automatically win the duel.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're trying to summon Exodia Necros using the contract card, then you have to have all 5 pieces in the graveyard.
Okay.
So you're taking a risky shot there, risky. Just summoning that right out,
Just a little bit risky.
But nevertheless, though, so do you plan on trying to attack me?
No.
Are you sure?
It ain't worth it.
I'm wide open. Not to mention, you've got 2 monsters.
Sure.
So which one are you going to attack me first? Are you going to use the Magician's Valkyrie or the right leg of the Forbidden One?
I'll go another 1600.
Well, in that case, I will activate the spell card, Roulette Spiker.
What does that do?
Basically, when an opponent declares an attack, I can roll a 6-sided dice and apply one of the results. If it's a 1, I have to halve my life points. If it was a 2, I make that a direct attack, which I think that's going to be kind of useless because I've got no monsters on the field. 3, I could choose one monster you control, change the attack targeted to, and perform a damage calculation. 4, I can choose one other monster your opponent controls, change the attack target to it, and perform damage calculation. 5, I can negate the attack, and if I do so, I can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. Or 6, destroy that opponent's monster. So, my fate is literally in the fate of the dice. Lucky number 6. Oh wait, hold on. Lucky number 6.
What?
Damn!
What was that one? Oh, you have to.
I have my life points. So, what's half of 6,400?
3,200?
Okay, so go ahead and type in 3,200 and send it my way. And so because of that, I'm pretty sure your attack still goes through, so do another 1600. Oh! And you want to attack with the right leg of the forbidden one?
Yeah.
200. Oh!
Yay! I end my turn.
Looks like you're winning.
I don't know how to feel. I just deleted your health bar.
Yeah, this is the result of crappy shuffling. I draw. Son of a bitch. I mean, son of a biscuits. Okay. There is literally nothing I can do. Like, no joke, there is nothing I can do. I'll just set one card and in my turn.
Draw phase?
Mm-hmm. Then send my phase, and then main phase 1.
I don't think.
That is a spellcaster. Okay. Continue. Just so y'all know,
This is not a spellcaster, huh?
Yes, he is. Yeah, Exodia, the Forbidden One, is a spellcaster. And that includes all his parts.
Okay.
Again, it's been a while since I've dueled. The last time I actually dueled was, I believe it was, I'm trying to remember. It was at Comic-Con when I dueled my friends, and I still sucked.
I think I'm gonna do this.
Set a card face down. Interesting. Sorry. I get these. And you're also summoning Exodia, the forbidden one. You realize this is basically just overkill, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. My next turn is also very much overkill. Very, very much overkill. Yeah. I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. I mean, you're the one winning, so. Again, this is what I get for having a crappy hand at the beginning. It's always good to make sure you get a good hand when you start. But I got a crappy hand.
I'm gonna go light with you on this one.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go light with you on this one.
200.
Because the next round is just overkill. I think I end my turn.
So you're only attacking with 1. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take it light on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it light on you.
Another thing is, don't always take it light on people, you know? Because sometimes people don't got good luck. Sometimes they got good luck, you know? But I draw. Son of a... You gotta be kidding me. Yep, I can't even... It's giving me crappy cards. There's not much I can do. Actually, there is something. I'll go ahead and activate the trap card, Curse of Anubis.
What does that do?
I can change all effect monsters on the field to defense position until the end of this turn. The original defense of those monsters becomes 0. They also have their battle the battle positions cannot be changed. Since all 3 of those are effect monsters, they go into defense position.
Until the next turn?
Yep.
Or until I go?
Yep. I mean, it's a useless card, but nevertheless.
So what? Draw phase?
Until the... No, it said until the end of this turn.
Oh, so yeah, they just go back to normal.
Yeah, almost. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to come up with a strategy, but I can't. Crap. I suck. Yep, I am my turn. They go back into their attack position.
Oh boy.
Which means I'm dead.
Draw phase?
Yep, draw phase. Always the draw phase.
What the fuck?
I can't summon it. I probably could.
Wait. Don't tell me. Egyptian card?
Dark Magician Girl?
Actually, you can actually.
Okay.
It's a Dark Magician Girl is a level 5, I believe, right?
6.
6, 1 tribute. You got 3 monsters on the field, you can easily summon her.
Can I still use my spell card as well this turn?
I mean, you can yeah, you can activate a spell card. I mean, you don't have to automatically set spell cards. Trap cards you automatically have to set.
Oh, but this one I can just now?
Yeah.
After I do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it will help you. Which spell card are you going to activate?
If you control 2 or more attack position spellcaster type monsters, target one of them. Its attack becomes 3,000 until the end of this turn.
Oh boy. Magician's Unitement. I know that one all too well. Okay, so
I'm gonna just go ahead and target this one.
Okay, so her attack goes to
3,000.
Yeah, which means that's basically overkill if you plan on just attacking me.
Yeah, that's what I planned on doing.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately. Oh, I thought it wasn't gonna let me do that.
It will. Game over. Well, congratulations, Griffin.
I don't know how I feel.
Okay, so the reason why my hand was crappy, I've got Call of the Haunted, Return of the Red Eyes, Infernal Fire Blast, Phoenix, Gilfrey, and Jinzo.
I had this. I didn't
Look.
know if I could use this.
You had to set it first, and then on your next turn you could have used it.
Oh.
I mean, that's the thing about trap cards. You have to set them first, and then you can use them in your next turn. Which means this card I said was called Kunai with Chain. I could not use it because I did not have a monster on the field.
Ah.
And these were the 2 monsters I had, but I couldn't summon them.
Ah.
See? Crappy hand, I'm telling you.
What? The Dark Magician. Yeah, okay.
You know, they said that the Dark Magician and the Dark Magician Girl are kind of like a master and apprentice, basically.
Master and Apprentice?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I believe it was in the Yu-Gi-Oh series, in the original Yu-Gi-Oh, when Yugi and his game, along with Sadokaiver, were trapped in a digital verse. Taya, her deck, that she wasn't in the tournament, she was with Yugi as a friend and backup cheer squad. She created her own deck, and her deck master she used was the Dark Magician Girl.
Oh.
And there was a card that they used that will automatically summon a Dark Magician if a Dark Magician was near. And that's ironic because Yugi was close by.
Really?
Yeah, and so his Dark Magician was summoned onto the field.
Is that one of the ones you were talking about?
That is not the one I was talking about. That, I don't think I ever played that one, actually. Exodia
Cannot be normal
Necros.
summoned.
Exodia Necros would have had more of a darker color to it, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So, do you want to do another round of Yu-Gi-Oh, or you want to call it quits for the day?
I think it's about that time.
About that time to quit, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So.
Got work tomorrow and all that.
Well, of course, so do I, and I got a lot of editing I need to do because the only editing I've done is just combine the videos to be, or combine the clips to be one, and then converting it, and then uploading it.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, though, yeah, this has been board game time, and a little surprised that originally I thought we was going to be playing only one board game, but then we ended up playing 2 games, so that is completely something.
Yeah.
So enjoy the special. Now we could be playing Yu-Gi-Oh again in the future, maybe.
I like it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and again, if you ever do want to have your own deck that you want me to keep, I've got literally plenty of cards. that you can create your own deck. Like, no joke, I've literally got a ton of cards.
Okay.
But nevertheless, though, I will say it was fun having you on the channel again, Griffin.
Always a blast. Always a pleasure.
And maybe next time, if we ever do have whenever we do another one of these, we may end up if your friends are down for it. I mean, I don't mind if your friends are down for it, you know, because
If my friends are down.
that too. Because like I said, I do got other games that it would be best if more people can play. Like I've got over there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I've got Portrayal the Deck of Lost Souls, which that can go up to 3 players because it's like a 3 to 5 player game, but it was designed as a 4-player game. But nevertheless, though, again, y'all can find me at on Lord Strider. Shoot, I can't remember all of my things. Shoot. Well, y'all can find me at on Lord Strider on YouTube. You can find Griffin on
The link that he posts
in the description. I will be linking his YouTube channel in the description. So if you want to see stuff that he's done, just go down the description and click on the link.
which is not a lot, but there is more coming. I promise y'all. I've been busy. I've got a weekend planned off that I can just post. So I've got more coming this weekend.
Believe me, I've been busy too, so I know that feeling all too well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. If you like this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to Griffin's channel for more of our content. Without further ado, peace!
Later.